be a tough task, regardless of who comes out on top in this one.
Yeah, we're actually getting to the more well-matched matches. Not to be too redundant there. So yeah, I'm really looking forward to how this goes when we're off.
We are indeed Aqua, so they both have their razor shield manipulations here. They got to watch out. There's a nuke right near the middle there for Skawttie. You don't want to take that unless your score is at about 52,000 points. You want that to be like the third drop of the room, not the second drop. So Ladob could utilize that, but it's so far away, it's not going to be worth it for him. And he is going to have the whole shot since Skawttie ended up getting sabotaged by those grenades there. Never like to see that.
One little thing to add for that nuke there, LOZ Cards fan, is that if you can time it out where you get it and it hits 52 and there's no more enemies, that's the perfect timing on it. But sometimes you'll get some extra enemies, but you don't want to hit it too early if you don't make that aimed at 52,000.
That is correct. We got a razor shield for Skawttie, a nuke for Ladob, so slight advantage on Skawttie for the drops, and he's got an opening orb, but right there, Ladob picks up an orb himself. Skawttie gets a nuke. Rockets on the feet for Ladob. He should come out of this room first, but watch out for that shrapnel. He's in a good position here, but there's a nuke. Spreader for Skawttie here could be enough to close out the room, and he has taken the lead with a 123. Ladob with a 125. He's about a second and a half back of Skawttie, but they both have an orb to start. Eat my shrapnel.
The big difference there was Ladob had some very poor drops early in collect power-ups, and that switched the lead. And Ladob drops his orb early here and Eat My Shrapnel. A bit of a mistake.
Luckily for him, he does get a replacement orb, and that's one of the things that he's been doing a lot of practice as of late, trying to get those times down. One of the things that's kind of been holding him back, folks, is his arena gameplay. That's something he wants to try to clean up here, and he'll especially need to do so here tonight.
I mean, the biggest difficulty anyone has is first thing is just learning how to move with Mutoid Man. After that, it's a little bit of luck, get your time down, but then it becomes that arena play. And look at that, they kept it nice and even. Ladob might even gained a bit of time.
He did. He cut it to about a full second now, so it was a little bit better ending for Ladob than it was for Skawttie. We've got a spreader for both runners. Ladob is going to ignore because it was just not in the greatest spot. Wants to keep control of the middle, doesn't want to take a big risk to drop that orb, but yet he kind of took a risk to take that invulnerability. What do you think about that, Bry?
I don't know how much I really like that. It's not that close. It's kind of in the corner. You give up.
But he got rockets though, so it was worth it.
This is true. It was manipulation all along, gentlemen. Razor shield for Skawttie now. He can take full control of the middle pretty much for the rest of this room here. So Skawttie definitely gets rockets on the feet as well. He is sitting pretty right now.
Drop the orb.
Oh, another lost orb for Ladob. And Skawttie with a perfectly timed nuke is out the door at 3 minutes flat. Very good.
See if Ladob can minimize the damage here, but it's going to be over 10 seconds, it appears.
Oh, yeah, it's definitely going to be in the double digits here. He's got a 3:13, so it's about a 13-second lead now for Skawttie. Plus, he has got the orb. Doesn't have a weapon. Neither player has a weapon to start Tank Trouble. And this is the room that usually separates the good Smash TV runners from the elite Smash TV runners. This room right here. How can you manage it when you have an orb? How can you manage it when the game doesn't give you drops? We call it TTTT for a reason, typical Tank Trouble trash, and that's what Skawttie is starting off with right now. But he does get rockets, but in a horrible spot.
Oh, yeah.
That's not a great spot at all. I don't like this corner hiding from Skawttie. He's a better player than that. He could have got one of those gunners just by staying up top and ignoring that foot at the start, and then could have made do afterwards.
He did pick up rockets. Did work out for him indeed. Ladob gets an orb back.
Oh, Ladob!
Look at the dancing there from Ladob. Can he get to these rockets? He will. Very nicely done. Both of these runners have the orb, so let's see if they can keep it going at the end of this room. Rockets for both. Skawttie in a much better spot. Ladob, good grab for him, and Skawttie will keep the lead with a 4:18. Ladob holding his own, though. He should still be in the running, provided he can keep this orb nice and healthy. Skawttie will have an opportunity at the ball buster here. And yeah, Ladob pretty much kept afloat here with that Tank Trouble. He's 15 seconds back, both chances with the ball buster. Let's see if Skawttie can get it. Trying to line it up, doesn't get it.
I was going to say, Aquas, did you like how Ladob got rid of all the shrapnels? That's a rare sight to see in that room.
Yeah, was that so they were gone before the end of the room or whatever?
Ladob
gets it. Definitely, yeah, nice ball buster for Ladob. So Still behind here, waiting for a weapon, but does get that damage dealt to the first form.
Yep, Skawttie has the first arm popped off, now has a lobber. Skawttie taking the Telio here, hoping for a spreader, and it's going to be lobbers. A key, though, for Ladob, so Skattie's going to keep the damage going. Ladob needs to see another weapon. It's another lobber. Grenades, but being mother hand, and that is going to delay Ladob here, and Skawttie is going to further bolster that lead here as the second arm pops off. Ladob does pick up grenades, now he's got rockets. Advantage Skawttie with the better quality run, but he gets zapped.
And an invulnerability, no way to damage Mutoid Man right now. Second arm popping for Ladob.
Yeah, it's anybody's game right now. Where's that weapon for Skawttie? Where is it? It's a spreader, and he couldn't die for it because he was parked on it. Boy, Troll Toy Man at his finest.
Ladob's in the lead here, I think. I think he's got a slight lead.
Yep. Skawttie got some good manuals on him before he got run over, and Ladob's getting a couple manuals in there as he pops the head.
Wow, I can't believe Ladob caught up after Skawttie got 2 of those lobbers.
Oh, absolute, but an empty drop for Ladob. But where's the weapon for Skawttie? It's
Got it.
lobbers.
Nice grab.
Spreader can't die for that. He'll have the manual.
And what's that, a key? Or a rocket?
That's a rockets. Yep. Lobbers for Skawttie, so
Ladob dies. Ladob
and
goes
Skawttie
down.
dies
Skawttie
too.
goes down. Oh no.
So neither player able to take advantage of the situation. Final form now for Ladob. Lobbers for Skawttie here. Still anybody's game here. More lobbers for Ladob. If he fires accurately, this could be enough to finish the job here. Skawttie now gets the final form, but it may be too late. As he gets run over to Ladob.
I did not like that decision. Let's see if he can get a weapon to save it.
This is going to be very close.
I think Ladob's okay. I think he's okay.
Oh, and Skawttie gets run over, and that seals the deal. It is going to be Ladob in a thriller. What a game one, folks.
That was great, right? Skawttie died right as Ladob killed Mutoid Man completely.
And it is going to be a 6:59. Ladob is going to win by about 10 seconds. Great opener here, but Ladob erasing the 15-second deficit into the Mutoid Man fight, and is going to end up winning this one by about 10 and a half.
Yeah, that was like an exciting 7-minute run, like matchup. You know, you don't get a ton of those, but that was cool.
Very, very, very scary stuff there. The reason I didn't like that grenade grab, last form of Mutoid, that hitbox is further out than you think. Mutoid's very unpredictable. You've got a weapon that does some damage, still got some left. Better to stay clear and just keep dealing that damage. Luckily, it didn't cost Ladob this time.
Yeah, what did he have? Like, I feel he had a little bit of lobber left, didn't he, when he grabbed that? I don't know.
Yeah, he was trying to get that refill.
He didn't have enough to finish him, but he could have stayed safe and just waited for the next one. It was already flashing. It's just one of those kind of, the risk reward of it is not necessarily to your benefit.
Is lobber like, would you say like 3 times damage of like grenades, or what would you say? If you could use the whole grenade clip, I guess, versus
the grenade deals a lot of damage in a hurry, but it's only 1 damage per ball that hits. Each lobber shot is a damage of 4, and you have a bit of range safety, especially when it's at the bottom of the screen. You're as safe as can be. Just one of those situational things that comes up when you run this game, as you can attest to, Aquas.
Yeah, you got to be watching out. That's all I can say.
All right, so Skawttie definitely had better arena gameplay. I mean, Ladob did drop a couple of his orbs, but, you know, his Mutoid Man practice has definitely been paying off, and we definitely saw it there in game number 1, erasing that 15-second deficit. So we'll see if Skawttie is able to equalize this match, or if Ladob can put a stranglehold and take a commanding 2-0 lead here. Again, this is an elimination match here. Game number 2 is underway, folks.
And it is best of 5, not best of 3 as showing on screen. So you got to win 3 to take this match. They're underway here, Aquas. What are you looking to see here from the both of them in collect power-ups once we get there?
Well, I'm looking for them to collect power-ups once we get there. So.
Well put there, Aquas. Well put. I couldn't have said it better myself. And it is again going to be a Ladob hole shot. Skawttie been struggling with this room here so far, and he really struggled with it here in the second game. A mid-39 for Ladob. That'll definitely play. Yeah. That's a very good time.
That grenade in the middle of the room just completely took away Skattie's opportunity to keep that in the low 40s. It's so tough to keep that room under control when you can't stand it.
Yep, 6-second deficit right off the bat here. Let's see what happens in collect power-ups. Rockets to start for Ladob, a spreader for Skawttie. Advantage Ladob for the weapon quality here. An orb on the feet for Skawttie, though.
Okay,
man.
oh man. I was gonna say it was gonna be about even, but Ladob's gonna drop at least 5 seconds from that death, if
Oh,
not
yeah.
more.
He may take the lead, Skawttie. He may take the lead. Rockets for Scottie's going to try to hold it off as
Yeah.
long as possible so he can have some to start the room, and he does so. Green shirt being a troll there, but yeah, we have a lead change. 125 plays 128, so 9 seconds Skawttie gained in that room.
Scary. Skawttie almost swung his orb into the one swarmer left in that hallway at the start. That was a little scary.
This is still scary. He had some grenades there, and those swarmers easily could have picked off his orb because it goes clockwise, starting at a 2 o'clock angle when you pick up that orb for the first time. There's a razor shield. That'll help Skawttie clear out the rest of these swarmers.
Yeah, this was nice for Ladob. Ladob took the death at the beginning of the room to get the shrapnels taken care of, and then he actually got his orb before the shrapnels could mass up again, so that was a good play.
Yeah, very good play.
Indeed, a strategy that's been popularized by Prince Leaf in the past.
Yeah, you don't see it that much, really, but...
And because of that, Ladob was able to keep pace, still trailing by only 3 seconds. Here's Skawttie now. Both in the middle, but no weapon at the moment. Ooh, grenades on the feet for Ladob. That's going to limit his range, but does get a razor shield for the persistency. Rockets for Skawttie. Great stuff so far.
That nuke at the start of the room by Ladob, that's one of those ones people always argue. Is it worth it? Is it not worth it? In a race format, worth it. He just cleans up those shrapnels, cleans up the swarmers, lets you get set. It's nice to have.
Oh yeah, definitely, indeed. I mean, this is a marathon, not a sprint. I mean, if you're going for PB attempts, you know, you can play it one way or the other. But in a race situation, I definitely agree, because the last thing you want to do is just drop that orb when you didn't need to drop that orb. So yeah, I definitely agree with the play of taking the nuke in a race situation.
I would actually compare this game for if you're going to go with the whole.
Take a look at this.
Look at this time, indeed. If you're going to compare it to athletics,
Pretty even.
LOZ cards, I would say it's a 1500 meter. There's some strategy involved. There's some jogging in points, and then there's just dead out sprints. It's more like the 1500 meter. And by the way, you want a product placement this cards?
Certainly. Oh, Taco Bell, product placement with Taco Bell. Yeah, even Steven Total Carnage rooms from both. It's still a 3-second lead. A little clip of rockets for left for Skawttie. He'll be able to take out one gunner.
Gets one, and
Does help a
Ladob,
lot.
good decision here. Ignores that foot initially, just trying to get rid of one gunner. And he's slowly getting cornered, though, in the process.
Skawttie gets a spreader trying to take control of the middle back. Yeah, he's getting cornered, so that's going to severely limit his kill count here. And
That was close. I mean,
oh no!
It's absolutely overwhelmed. Nothing he can do about that one. He'll get a spreader, though, but Skawttie should build that lead. It was a 3-second lead coming in, and this could be easily... Oh, Skawttie getting a little tight, and he loses the orb. A chance here for Ladob, maybe.
Did you see Ladob not quite grab the invulnerability and step
Here
towards
we
the
go.
vine, and he noticed at the end.
Can he get this orb? He will get it.
This is a chaotic...
Still going to be a
both players
Skawttie
right
lead, but what could have been for Skawttie? It is a 429, and a good nuke here is going to keep Ladob afloat. He only lost a second, and he's got the ballbuster chance. Wow.
Ladob blocked a shrapnel piece at the end with his orb. I hope that was intentional, because it was going to kill him if he didn't.
All right, here we go. Grenades to start for Skawttie. Focus on the gunners. They both fall. We got a lobber for Ladob, and Ladob gets another ballbuster.
What a ball buster. No doubt, no weight, just swung it in there. You'd love to see it.
And timed that absolutely perfectly there. Well played. We are dead tied. They're both popping the first one, but there's a chance. Skawttie needs this.
He's gonna get it.
Yep, very good, well played. Troll Toy Man left him alone. He's gonna get at least a form, probably 2 forms. Might get the glitch toy. Not quite. That's all right.
Ladob was getting some manuals, but killed too early to really make it super effective.
More manuals for Skawttie, and the pet has already popped off here. He'll need another one. If he gets another spreader, we could be talking sub-6 here. But it's a lobber
working on his
instead.
own comeback with the spreader, but then gets a lobber.
Yeah, Ladob's not out of this one yet. But I mean, they're now in the same forge. So despite the good spreader that Skawttie has, Ladob has kept it up. But he is still trailing.
He's trailing.
This is indeed still a Skawttie lead. Slight weapon favor to Ladob. Scottie's got to land these lobber shots. Tough on the final form.
Yeah, he's missing some shots here. Final form for Ladob is he's got lobbers to get down.
Here comes the shrap. Here comes a Shrap. Oh, he gets out of it.
Skawttie needs another lobber still, or
And
another
he's out
weapon.
of weapon here, Ladob.
Oh, another
He's
lobber.
out
That's
of
good
weapon.
for
He gets a
Skawttie.
lobber. This could be enough
Runs
for
out,
Skawttie.
runs out, and a key.
That's
Yeah.
it. Skawttie is going to win this one and equalize the match at 1 game apiece. Ladob almost came from behind, but that empty drop sealed his fate. We are tied.
That's an example there where sometimes accuracy with that lobber can be the difference. Both had some difficulty at points opening the door for the other, but in the end, Skawttie pulls it out late.
Yep, only 2.5 seconds gained there by Skawttie. It ended up being a 6.5 second win for Skawttie. We've had 2 very close races here. This has been a great match so far, gentlemen.
Yeah, for sure.
That's one thing this tournament we've not really had is one of those matches where the finishes are so close the whole way through. And as you said, we're kind of getting more and more into there's slivers upon slivers of difference, and we're starting to see that in tonight's matchup.
Yeah, I mean, it started with a 6-second lead there for Ladob. It turned into a 3-second lead for Skawttie, and he held that lead the entire time. Stayed a 3-second lead going into Tank Trouble. It was a 4-second lead going into the Mutoid Man fight. Skawttie ends up winning by 6.5 seconds. That is about as close as you get. But yeah, you're absolutely right about the accurate firing there. If Ladob's firing was more accurate, he could have picked them off, sniped the win right there, and taken that commanding 2-0 lead. But as it stands, now we've got that best of 3 that you see on the screen.
No, it's correct, yeah.
All right, so big game number 3 coming up between Ladob and Skawttie. It's always a pivotal one because whoever wins this will have 2 opportunities to win the match here and setting the other contestant with their backs against the wall here. So a critical match here. It's going to be hard to say who's going to come out on top. I mean, these have been close so far. I expect it to be the same way here in game number 3. Anybody's guess at this point.
Personally, it's going to come down to who gets that better arena play. Ladob's been a little uneven still compared to Skawttie. Skawttie had a very solid Tank Trouble this time around. Was able to kill one of those gunners early, which helps immensely. Wait and see how it's going to play out. Here we go, Jim.
Here we go indeed. This is game number 3. Hopefully this time there will be no grenade sabotages for either player. And it won't be, at least on Skattie's side, it won't be on Ladob's side either. So this is actually going to be very close. They're dead even. You might as well just call it dead even.
You know, in honor of one of our lead comps is not here tonight, you'd say the lead is negligible.
Absolutely. I mean, this is about as close as it can get. Practically frame for frame. Let's see what the opening drop's going to be for our runners. It's rockets for Ladob and invulnerability for Skawttie. Huge advantage for Ladob.
Well, once he's in position with those rockets anyways, now he's there.
Exactly, because it does you no good if you can't get in position and get those firing lanes. I mean, Jackamus is one of the people that we talk about time in and time out that you give him a single clip of rockets, he will utilize it to the best that he possibly can. But Skawttie does pick up an orb. And
wow,
it is
pretty
going
even.
to be because of the orb.
Look at this.
It's even.
Look at this. Wow.
Just an ever so slight lead for Ladob, but you're talking maybe a third of a second. That's how close it is right now. But here's an orb for Ladob. He'll be able to
Nice.
get
Good
it.
decision. Good decision. He didn't try to rush it. He backed off, made sure he had it clear and ready. Don't want to lose that orb.
Absolutely not here. Skawttie with the rockets now, not in the greatest of spot, but they'll be good enough to take care of the shrapnels, good enough to take care of the swarmers. 18 Mr. Shrapnels that we must take care of. No more than 4 can be on the screen at any given point. When that happens, that's when you start to bleed time. Ideally, you're looking for a 42.5-second room.
And I gotta say, I'm very impressed by how Ladob was not panicking with the shrapnel on screen.
And look at this, the ending, because Skattie's was better, the lead changes. Now he's got that third of a second lead.
Oh, that's negligible, if anything. That
Oh my
was-
God,
that was
negligible.
minuscule.
This is absolutely crazy, and you love to see it. They have been close all day so far, and game number 3 is as tight as it gets. Imagine if this was a best of 3, and this was game number 3. This is the decider. I mean, you couldn't ask for a better one. And so far, this is one of those battle of attrition type of total carnage rooms. Neither player. And right as I was about to say that, rockets for Ladob, but rockets for Skawttie. Equal opportunity drops. That's what we want to see.
Just see who can use them better.
More rockets for Ladob in a tight spot. Good grab there that he doesn't leaf it there. All right.
They've been going so even with the RNG in these matches too.
They both get spreaders as well. So Ladob had more sets of rockets, but who has the better firing lanes? It is going to be a Ladob lead, but not by
Oh my
much.
God, why
Wait a
is it so
minute.
close?
And now he's got about the third of a second lead. This is crazy. A third of a second here, a third of a second there. That keeps flipping. You couldn't ask for a better game going into tank trouble, and neither player has a weapon.
Genuinely, I could say, having run this tournament for so many years, I have never seen a match this even room to this point.
I want to see it stay that way.
Oh
and
my goodness.
we need a photo finish on Mutoid, man. Come on, game, make it happen. Let's go. Rockets to start. Well, here's the changer. Here is the TSN turning point of the match potentially.
Oh, and Razor.
If he gets the Razor, yes, that's so good for Ladob.
Beautiful. This is where Ladob could pour.
Rockets!
Ladob is like, bump this tie game here. I'm going to take a big lead on Skawttie.
Well, the one thing I'll say is he did blast through them a little quickly, but man, when the drops are flowing like this room, it feels amazing.
Skawttie doing all he can, doing a lot of dodging here. Spreader now for Ladob with the invulnerability and Razor Shield. A nuke for Skawttie. Yeah, the weapon's definitely favoring Ladob. He will have the lead. A great tank trouble there. 4-17. Skawttie not doing anything wrong. It's just he's just not gotten the drops that Ladob got. And he's going to be double digits back through no fault of his own. It happens sometimes, but he is in the running. It's a 13-second. Yep.
Yeah, he did his job. Kept himself healthy. Kept himself in it.
All right, Ladob going for it. That time he kind of rushed it. Doesn't get the ball buster this time. Skawttie maybe can get back in this if he can nail the ball buster.
Oh, and a block rocket for Ladob.
Yes, indeed. So that's going to delay him further. So Skawttie picks up the grenades here, gets a spreader, going to forego the ball buster. Good choice.
Okay, that's going to catch Skawttie up.
Oh, but Mutoid went the wrong way, so that's not going to help.
No, but he will, he's not going to get
another one. He can die for it.
He's dying for it. It's going to be close. Should be fine.
Yeah,
though.
he's got it. Beautiful. Back to back.
Oh, flipping in.
Now, can he get the shots? It's a very precise
Maybe a few
location.
shots.
He'll go ahead and change it up, but look at this. We got a glitch to it, I would think. No? Really?
No, the form changes were far enough apart. It didn't happen quick enough.
Oh,
snipe!
This could work out for him, though, if he gets the right drop. It's grenades.
Well, it's still a weapon. That's what you want to see in the long and the short of it.
And he's already got the head popped up. Things looking real good for Skawttie. So Ladob might have had the better tank trouble by 13 seconds, but Skawttie poised to win this game. But it's an empty drop. Chance for Ladob to catch up, but he's out of weapon. He will get that lobber, though. Where's the weapon for Skawttie? Where is it?
Nades on the field.
Ladob, these lobbers are good for him right now.
And he's back in this. We're in the same form. Lobbers now for Skawttie.
Now, let's see what Ladob gets. Rockets. Sees the shrapnel.
Oh my goodness gracious, anybody's game right now. Final form for Skawttie. Ladob not on final form yet. Skawttie trying to bang shot, he's missing though.
Back to back rockets. Ladob goes final form. Gets
this still could go any way here.
It sure could, because Skattie's about to run out of lobber. He will get a replacement, but it's in a
bad
spot.
What a run
away from Skawttie! How did he escape that? He wins!
Oh, that was clutch.
A 13-second come from behind victory. Wow, and Ladob right there. Wow. Another close game, you guys.
I think some of us thought he was going to get ran over there for sure.
And if he would have gotten run over, he'd have lost. What a play there for Skawttie.
I have not seen a run like that on a Mutoid fight to get a win since a young upstart named Aquas beat me in a race once upon a time. That was a heck of a run by Skawttie.
Oh,
wow.
That needs to be clipped. Somebody has got to clip that artful dodging right there, because if Skawttie gets run over at that point, he loses that game.
My God, that doesn't get that much closer.
Oh, not at all. Man, what another thrilling game. Skawttie wins this, erasing a 13-second deficit, winning by about 6.5, 6 3/4, and finds himself at double match point. Man, you can't write a better match than this right now. You know, if this goes to game number 5, do I hear contender for match of the tournament?
I think it's starting to qualify.
It's getting in there. There's nothing has really jumped out to say I am the match, but Yeah, this is making some noise.
If the next 2 games are like those 3,
Yes.
I would say.
Yes, I completely agree. If Ladob ties this up, forces a 5th game, it's close, and the 5th game is close, yeah, it's going to be high contender for match of the tournament.
But if like Skawttie just like sweeps them here, like 30-second victories, then it wouldn't be.
Right.
And I mean, Skawttie is the veteran here, and Ladob's been practicing a lot lately, so he definitely is the underdog, but definitely has got a lot of determination. I think he's one of the people that's actually been practicing for this tournament. Most people aren't, what I've noticed.
That could be some offline practicing. I mean, I myself have to get back on the game. It's been well over a week, so I hear you on that. Sometimes just life gets you busy. Game number 4 here. Can Ladob stave off elimination? Can Skawttie advance?
Well, we're about to find out here. So there's an invulnerability for Skawttie, so nothing he'll be able to do with that. A foot for Ladob in a bad spot, and it's going to be Skawttie with the hole shot.
I don't really like that right door play. If you're not doing it from the start, you kind of you're hedging your bets, and usually that ends up being a thing you're going to lose on.
That's about a 2 2/3 of a lead for Skawttie with the hole shot here going into collect power-ups. So I believe this is his first hole shot, so let's see how this plays out. Rockets to start, always good.
Nades, meanwhile, for Ladob, not so good.
No, not at all. There does get some rockets there, but more rockets now for Skawttie, so definitely the clear-cut advantage going to Skawttie here, who's 1 win away from advancing to that next round of that second chance bracket. Not doing a good job with these rockets, though.
Yeah, he's not,
decent. Very well done. He got to the end of it. Good job by both.
About a 4-second lead for Skawttie. Rockets to finish that room and start eat my shrapnel, but grenades here and good pickup there. He's gonna work on getting the shrapnels under control, but these runners are looking for orbs. So it's the first game of the match that neither player has an orb in this room right now. So
Ladob gonna take the nuke, clean it up, take a slight time penalty, hoping to get that orb. Gets rockets. That'll at least help keep it going here.
And they'll keep the room under control. He gets more rockets, just as a little bit of an overkill, but hey, he'll have some rockets to start total carnage, which Skawttie might not get that luxury right now. So, yeah, look at the advantage. 2:05, Ladob gets a 2:08, about a 2.5-second lead. So Ladob gonna have a better start to this room as he has rockets to start total carnage.
Okay, Ladob almost died there.
He almost did, almost ran himself into it. He gets the first orb at 2:22.
Very nice. And remember, Ladob trailing 2-1. His tournament life is on the line here, so he needs every advantage he can take. He's got to keep the advantage, because right now, Skawttie is getting hosed here, underwhelmed by these drops here. Finally gets some rockets to help him keep afloat, but I think we're going to see a lead change here, provided Ladob keeps that orb nice and healthy.
More rockets, though.
More rockets.
This will keep Skawttie going, and he has been doing the right thing. He is scrambling, but he's keeping himself in the middle.
I'm loving this, a spreader in a nasty spot here for Ladob. Good grab, though. Didn't leaf it. Came close, though. I know.
He sure did.
Late razor shield here for Ladob. This will assure him that he's going to keep that orb nice and healthy. And it takes out that last shrapnel. He's got a 3:06, high 3:06 for Ladob. Has the lead. Skottie's still orbless here. In trouble here in game number 4.
And he's got 2 or 3 shrapnels, I think? Just 2, okay. But still, that's about a 13-second lead or so.
Yep, Skawttie, did what he could with what the game has given him so far. It's just no orb, can't keep that kill count high, and you're not going to have rockets to stay afloat the entire 50+ seconds that you're going to spend in total carnage. So Ladob right now with a chance here, a good chance if he can keep that orb healthy here, but he's in trouble losing it.
And then he dies. He does get a spreader, though. He'll have something here.
It's gonna even it up.
Yep, this will give Skawttie,
especially
with the orb.
Oh,
what a location!
A turnaround.
Beautiful, but can he keep it? He's getting a little bit. He's doing some dodging here. Great patience, great movement from Skawttie, though.
Yeah, and an orb down for Ladob.
All right, he does get the replacement. Nice. Very good. So.
Oh no!
No, man. Game has given Ladob every opportunity to get back in this match, and he's just throwing it away. Rockets for Skawttie. We could see a late chance. Boy, the dodging of the shrapnel on Skottie's side, folks. I think we may see a lead change here. It's going to be close.
Ladob does get a spreader, but man, this has been a rough room for
Very
Ladob.
rough. And yeah, oh, but Skawttie loses the orb at the end. He won't get the ball buster, and he's
And
not happy about
It
that.
is a lead change, but it's very close, about 5
Yeah,
seconds.
5.5 second lead for Skawttie, but losing that orb, that could be costly. How close these matches have been. That
Spreader
could be
starts.
costly.
And
That's my spreader.
It's your spreader, but even then, he could have grabbed it and had a free manual.
Yeah, he could have been. Gets run over.
Mutoid doesn't vibrate until he is fully in the room.
Well,
Yeah.
Ladob with rockets changes it up to grenades, but where's the weapon? There's a lobber for Skawttie. Ladob with empty drop, back-to-back invulnerabilities.
Gross.
There's a lobber now for Ladob, but Skawttie keeps his lead. Skawttie needs this win to advance to this match. Ladob needs this.
Oh,
but
the
this is for kids.
spreader!
Oh, Skawttie
man,
in
that's
huge
big.
commanding position here. Ladob needs a spreader right now.
Skawttie he only got like 8 shots or 9 shots off that though.
Now there's a
Nice
good player
manual
too,
at the
spreader.
end, though. Nice manual at the end for Skawttie. Ladob
Ladob
trying a manual.
is trying, does get vibrated. Oh.
Should get this grenade though, so we'll have a
Yeah,
weapon.
time is running out. He needs a spreader now, folks. He needs a spreader now. He's behind by about
Ladob might have got some
4.5.
grenade crit damage there, clipped in from the top. Well, maybe that'll help. He needs a spreader
Oh, but
though.
here's a spreader, but Skawttie.
No,
Too
I
late.
like
do.
the decision. I like that decision. He knew he was close to the form change. He just backed off.
Final form coming up for Ladob, but he's got to get a spreader now.
Yeah.
It doesn't look good.
Spreader!
Gets the
He
spreader.
gets the spreader!
What?
This is the
Taylor!
immaculate
No, I don't know
spreader.
about that. No.
Oh, it's not enough to save him.
Not enough
bro.
to save him. Oh, man.
Wow.
He almost had it, but
That
it's going to be
was wild.
Skawttie advancing to the next round. Another close game, though. 6:23.
Ladob fought pretty hard, but
He
yeah.
did indeed, but Skawttie just got that great spreader to start. Got a lot out of it, but it's going to be an 11-second win for Skawttie. Tell you what, I think that is they've all been those are all very close games. And yeah, if Ladob would have won one more of those to force, game 5, match of the tournament definitely would have been on the table. This is still a pretty damn good match, though.